Cat's Eye. Yep, gonna finally be talking about the last six episodes, specifically about Cat's Eye, the anime to come out of 2025 of last year, and is a readaptation of the same anime of the same name from 1983. And again, when I talked about this a while ago, I more or less was going over like the first six episodes and give you my thoughts and feelings, and I even consider it a really underrated gem of a show. After all, this is cats that we're talking about, and given that there is this trend where a lot of anime studios are going to be adapting a lot of older animes from back in the day, Cat's Eye more or less fits the description of like, okay, this deserves the modern day re-adaptation treatment. So now that the last six episodes has come out, how do I feel about the show? Is it still? Do I still feel the same about it? Do I not feel the same? What have you? Honestly, these last six episodes I feel like are the strongest that the show has in its arsenal, as we're now finally diving deep into like why our three main girls, Hitomi, Rui, and I, are motivated into stealing artwork. And it isn't just stealing artwork for the sake of just for fun or just a weird slapstick comedy type of moment. They're stealing the artwork for the sake of their father and taking down the Kranev syndicate that is part of the whole regime and like what caused this whole gears turning in motion type of deal. And these last six episodes really do dive deep into the cats and the detective and everyone coming alight and everything coming to full fruition. And it ends in a way that, unfortunately, while I do think that it was executed pretty well, I think like the I wouldn't say the intensity, but like the big review, the big plot twist kind of got ruined by one of the villains decisions that they would do, which I don't want to spoil it for the sake of anyone who hasn't watched Cat's Eye, but like I just think that the ending of this was a little bit somewhat underwhelming, but it does leave a lot to be desired when you consider that this is the end of Cat's Eye. This feels like this is a cliffhanger what's to come, especially when the three girls main goals is to find their long lost father using artwork that they've stolen and taken it back from them to hopefully get the father's attention. And it seems like it's leading up to that sort of way, which it feels like it's teasing up for a season two. That's what I'm trying to basically say. But with that being said, now that all six episodes are here, and I've now reflecting on the entire anime show itself, this is definitely not a perfect show by any means. Again, when I originally talked about this, I really did praise the animation when the show came out. Whoo-wee. The animation actually has some flaws. Like I'm not gonna lie when I say to sports fans, but the animation, to put it bluntly, is like it's super good. It's super pristine when it comes to like the background shots or when the characters are through like a close image, like a face up close image. But when it comes to like some of the faraway moments with the characters, the animation quality for some odd reason just takes a huge nosedive, and it's like what the heck, man? Like it's not being consistent at all when it comes to like the faraway shots. And again, I would like to screenshot this as best I can, but because it's under Disney Plus, I don't want a chance getting my video demonetized. But believe what I say, that there are moments where like the faraway still shots feels like it's anime from back in the early 2000s. But then there are moments where it's like, oh my god, they're actually paying homage to like the original art style of the anime really well, and it's super good. But again, it's like an up and down like consistency. And then, of course, the music. The music of this show is still really great. I still like it even after the last six episodes to this day. I was also honestly expecting that because they took a little bit of a break between the six episodes they aired, that there would have been another theme song, another opening, etc. But they kind of kept the same, unfortunately. And as I mentioned in my original view of this one, I prefer the original Cat's Eye theme song by the amazing singer Henri rather than this version here. Sadly, look, no disrespect to the singer who did this version of Cat's Eye, but I prefer Henri's version any day of the given week. It just feels more passionate, more pizzazz out there. And I guess if I had to throw in like one major thing that I am noticing with this show, which is filled with flaws at the end of the day, is that this is a show that, as I mentioned already, isn't going to be for everybody. Like you're going to like for me, it's like the first six episodes. Like I feel like a lot of people are going to drop it simply because like, hey, it's really good. There's a lot of style, but no substance. But then there's others that are like, there's an interesting story here, but where is it leading up to? And once we got to the halfway point of this Cat's Eye anime adaptation, it feels like it was too fast, too late. Where I think that by the time we got to like the Cran Syndicate and all the big things that was plotting down at this point, I really wish they kind of introduced that like in the first half of this Cat's Eye anime, because then the momentum would have been lost. Because, like I said, with all these episodes out right here right now, I feel like a lot of people might have even forgotten that Cat's Eye just came out and is finished. But like I said, I'm still here to remind you that Cat's Eye is still a pretty good show, and I would still leave it at the score that it is right now, but with a slight adjustment. Where currently, I would honestly give like now the whole 12 episode combined like a strong 6, maybe like a light 7 on a good day. It's great, it's amazing, but it's not a perfect show that's going to be for everybody at the end of the day. And yeah, just wanted to talk about Cat's Eye. And again, I guess prayers and hoping to see that we get a season 2, since it is leaving like a buildup of what season 2 might be going into. But we'll see. We just have to wait and pray. And yeah, just wanted to simply talk about this a little bit. That's it. See you on the next one. Later.